Hey everybody, and welcome back. Jason Ricci's YouTube here. I had a question from one of my Patreon patrons asking, how do you record your videos? What kind of a setup do you use? All that kind of stuff. So I thought I would give you a little example of what I do, what I've been doing, how I'm doing it now, and where I do it. A little bonus, like I'll let you look at the whole scene that you don't see, you know, the stuff that I see that you don't get to see. Here's my beautiful neighborhood in Mid-City, New Orleans, right? And then here is my front door. Here we go, right? So let's go in. All right. So we'll get to all this stuff here in a minute. Let's take a look at where I record. This is my Mac that Pete G loaned me the money for, and I finally paid him off, and by making these YouTube videos. All right, so what is this? So it's just a Mac desktop. I like having a desktop instead of a laptop because it forces me to sit in one place and work. It's important for me to have a setup. So as far as what I use to edit the videos, I use iMovie. I've been using this program for 16 years and all the variations of it. Now, as far as sound goes, I have this microphone here, and that's it. I got these outboard speakers right here. I can control the volume and the bass right here. So I just position this microphone in such a way that I have as best of a balance as I can between that, my voice, and harmonica. So anyway, that's the setup, right? So just one microphone, two speakers, and a computer. Here's my little keyboard here. I got the Mooncat right there. I got the trackpad, which I really like for editing. And then there's my regular mouse right there. Check this out. So we got 28 harmonicas. These are all mostly like spare harps or stuff that needs to be tuned. But this is what I use a lot for most of my videos. They all fit really good in this cigar box. Okay. And then over here is my regular harps that I tour with. And then, you know, there's a little notebook right there. Some of you know about that. Right. Now here's the room, okay? So let's take a look. So it's really this is all stuff that relaxes me. Let's have a look. Let's go over here. Okay, so first we got, this is the Bradfordville Blues Club. It's a club in Tallahassee. That's the table. The whole place was covered with tables that they had on the walls that they had made of artists that had played there. And that's Pat Ramsey's table in the background and me playing in front of it. They made this shortly after Pat died because we were so close. So just a couple of other little things. There's a lot of Saint stuff in here, right? Who dat, we dat, all that, right? Put your team in the comments, all right? We got season coming up. And then, like, this is on top of my humidor. We'll talk about that more in a minute, but this is my Grammy certificate from playing on Johnny Winter's album. That's the one right there. There's, see, look, you got Eric Clapton, Billy Gibbons, Joe Perry, Ben Harper, Brian Setzer, Bonamassa, Paul Nelson, Leslie Wells, Jason Ricci, Dr. John, the Blues Brothers horns, and more, right? There's the actual record itself. There's the CD. This cool lizard my mother brought me. There's a violin with two Walter Wolfman Washington pins. My ex-boyfriend got me that. There's Michael Ledbetter, rest in peace, my boy, my brother, that we got to tour together thanks to Nick Moss, one of my best friends in the whole world. This sits over me all the time. This is a picture of Pat that sits over me all the time, and I swear to God it talks from inside to me all the time. He says, "Kid, what the hell are you doing? Giving all my secrets away." There's Nicky Curran, my buddy I grew up with, and my mother sent me that article from Maine. We grew up in Maine together. There's my boy Sean Costello. This is kind of my Fallen Heroes page. Alan Wilson, my good buddy David Wilson, Alan's brother, sent me that one and that other one right there, right? These posters from a benefit that had happened. Alma David Waite painted that, right? That's beautiful. That's Alma's like my good friend and one of my favorite painters. This is maybe the most important thing I have on my wall. The more I practice, the luckier I get. My neighbor gave me that Corey Harris. This has got to get hung up. This is a Nina Simone poster from one of her last shows that I was lucky enough to attend. There's me and Ann Harris. There's Kate's treadmill. Okay, here's the little Saints wall over here. Got all kinds of Saints paraphernalia over here, so we're always paying tribute. There's some cool old harmonicas there. That one was Paul DeLay's, right? And then there's some more. There's some this cool little piccolo that was curved off by Hohner. And there we go, a Boraminovich chromatic. There's the Harmonicaster, an early version of that. That's really hard to play. This isn't actually a harmonica case. So it looks just like a big harmonica. You've probably seen it in the back of the YouTube videos. If you open it up, it's a case, right? There's a case in there that you can carry harmonicas in. But honestly, I'm too afraid of it getting damaged to use it. Plus, it's pretty big. I know that in the van it would be a problem, right? So yeah, anyway, there's the window that has, the light comes through and messes up the videos. All right, we'll get to the amps in a minute. Eddie El Gato Elguera, very good. Have a drink. Huss always skateboards. There's my buddy Randy Sandoval gave me that board. Nicole Joubert gave me this beautiful painting of Pat. This is one of my prized possessions. There's my beautiful wife Kate, Houdette. And then this is a wonderful, amazing Almond David Wade oil. The other one right there is a watercolor, right? And this one here there's Kate and I up there together too, right? And this one's a beautiful oil painting. Okay, so the amps, right? So this is an HG50 that Tom Halchek gave me. This is the very first ever built HG50. So it's actually model -1. So cool thing about this one, right, if we come over here to the back, right, you can see it says Paul Butterfield Blues Band, Jason, designated stage right. That's from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when I played to induct the Butterfield Blues Band into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Here's a PV. I'm going to make a video on using this amp that I got from the pawn shop for $30. Solid state. I've never plugged into it ever, so I'm going to wait, and that video is coming up. This is an old 60s Premier prototype. Sounds great. Found it in a puddle in the back room of a club face down. Here's my little travel pedal board. There's videos on this board, and this is just kind of the bare essentials. And then here's my regular pedal board that I use for traveling. It's got, you guys can see videos on this too. It's got the 2 layers. There's some Hohner harmonicas ready to go. There's Kate's. Yeah. Before we go, all right, here we go. This is only for adults over the age of 18, and don't get mad, everybody else, right? Like, look, let me just tell you this: you don't inhale. So this is my humidor. I work hard so that I can enjoy moments of peace, and this absolutely helps me to do that. So I can just turn on the lights right here, and I got the whole humidor. So let's look at the top, right? So my Saints and Sinners Club, there's a little desktop cutter. Okay, here we go. Lee Mack, it's gonna be another great day, right? Another great day. I got a Lee Mack coin, right, that Lee sent to me, with the little Navy tribute on the back. Amethyst my mother gave me. Look at this. This is cool. This is the original harmonica, the Hohner harmonica that Paul Butterfield put on the cover. Jerry Deal gave me that. All right. You got the Virgin Mary. You got some beautiful coins, a tuckaway harp, 2 Blues Music Awards. My mother has the 3rd one. There's my Spa Bernie Bray Harmonica Player of the Year Award. And there's Blues Blast 2022 Harmonica Player of the Year from last year, right? So anyway, here's the humidor. I wish you guys could smell this, because that's what, these are my father's cigars. I keep my Fuentes up there. There's my Aaron Washington cigars from across the street. These are all like one-offs that I'm gonna smoke from different brands that I don't smoke a lot of, but that I like. Right, here's Crowned Heads and Stolen Throne all up in there, right? You got all that. There's a box of Maria Lucias, right? This whole shelf is the main shelf here. This goes back. There's just tons of cigars back there. There's 2 shelves full of Tatuaje Saints and Sinners, Tatuaje, 2 tupperwares full of rare Tatuaje, more Tatuaje, boxes of Tatuaje, anything Pete Johnson does is in there, if I can get it, right? And then down here is like some Drew Estate stuff, some Dirty Rats, some, yeah, all that. Some this is a Connecticut's that I'm keeping at a higher humidity, some Charter Oaks, some Foundation. And then over here I got a little desktop. This is kind of my buddy box. You know, somebody comes over, wants a cigar, pick one out of here, right? Or unless if they don't smoke really, they just want to try it. Anyway, and there's some other stuff I keep at different humidity in there. Anyway, that's the whole tour of the thing. There's our living room right over there, right? So that's where we chill, then gets done. So that's the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, just 1 microphone, 2 speakers, and a computer. iMovie does all the editing. Sometimes I do videos from the road on this phone. I use an app. It's a free app called Video Maker, and that's how it rolls to you. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Jason Ricci's YouTube channel. 16 years of incredible YouTube harmonica-related content. That's right, 16 years. At this point, over 500 free instructional videos. If you're interested in what kind of harmonicas I play, microphones, amplifiers, pedals, any harmonica related products, please check out my sponsors. These sponsors in one way or another also help keep these videos going. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Blue Moon Harmonicas, bringing you the best in custom harmonicas. We got custom cover plates, custom combs, you can get your name put on it just like me. Reed work, refurbished pre-war Marine bands. Look at that, they put the little brace there, no more crushing the covers. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, the very best in pedals, microphones, almost anything you need for your amplified harmonica need. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, right here out of Ponchatoula, Louisiana. We got you. Harp gear, amplifiers. They got big ones, they got small ones. You know what they sound like? They sound like the best tube amps on the market. Harp gear amplifiers out of Ocala, Florida. Pedal pad, pedal boards. Incredible custom pedal boards built to last, made by 2 brothers who really, really care. Hohner harmonicas. A Mooncat loves the Hohner harmonica. I like the Marine band. I get Tom to put the little special 20 cover plates on it. He tricks them out, but they play great right out of the box. All of these sponsors are linked below in the description box. What else is linked below? Patreon. Consider becoming a Patreon patron. You'll be supporting me. You'll be supporting the cause. You'll be keeping these videos free for everybody. And you'll get a lot of extra content over at Patreon. You'll get vlogs, occasionally some extra lessons, some posts that you might not see on Facebook. A lot of stuff that I can't say or won't say here on YouTube is over on Patreon. I love my Patreon family. You guys are the best. If you're not into the monthly subscription, you can also give me a one-time tip at Venmo or PayPal below too. I'm a touring musician and I play all over the country, really all over the world with all kinds of different acts. Check out my website, www.mooncat.org. In all seriousness, YouTube, Patreon, my sponsors have absolutely changed my life. Subscribe below, set reminders for the videos. Don't miss any events. Every single Friday there's a free harmonica lesson and a lot more. Even if you're just subscribing, you're helping me a lot. Those of you that are joining me on Patreon, you guys are helping me to make better decisions with my career. In all sincerity, thank you so much, YouTube, for just an incredible, incredible outlet. It's a video diary. I get to look back at 16 years of these videos. I had a lot of new friends, some really fine musicians, made some great contacts in the industry, and it's all because of you. Thank you, my harmonica family.